Hey everybody, James here, and I got something new to show you guys. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds recently hit 4 million sales, and you know what that means, right? Time for people to start making clones. So this new early access game just hit Steam, and I decided to take a look, see if it has anything on PUBG. Is PUBG right? And you say called PUBG? Whatever, I'm gonna call it PUBG. This game's called H1Z1 King of the Kill. So I guess what they were trying to do is copy the fact that PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has a terrible sounding name, and maybe that was the key to the success. I don't think that's the case, though. So aside from having a terrible name, you can tell this game is a clone because of the nearly identical gameplay. Parachutes, battle royale, guns, cars, encroaching circles of death, it's all there, and they're not trying to hide that it's a total copy. But is it any good? Initially you might think so, because they did a way better job with the UI and presentation outside of a match. I mean, just compare opening a crate in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and now opening a crate in H1Z1. It's like PUBG didn't even try. Once you queue for a match in H1Z1, however, you'll notice a sharp downward trend in quality. Because this game is new, the queue times can be pretty terrible, especially when you compare it to how instant it is to get a match in PUBG. And once you are in a match, you'll notice the UI is really odd. I'm not sure what's up with this compass, it's just pretty bizarre. And the map seems like they tried to split the difference between the realism of not marking your exact location and just showing you where you are. You're somewhere in that red square. You lose the realism of hardcore without the comfort of it being casual. I'm also not a huge fan of the graphics. They went a little more stylized than PUBG did, and it just kind of looks muddy and unappealing to me. Either go for realism or go for something aesthetically pleasing. This game is neither. What absolutely kills this game, though, are the inferior controls and gameplay mechanics. You'd think it'd be hard to mess up a game mode this simple, but you can't even aim your gun in H1Z1. Sure, you can use right click to aim down the sights, but this is what the game considers aiming down the sights. I'd call that shouldering. Maybe they plan to fix this later on, but this initial Steam Early Access release just doesn't have iron sighting in it. Aside from the fact the gunplay is garbage, looting and walking around is pretty clunky as well. But driving's actually pretty smooth. We'll get back to cars in a second. In addition to the looting being clunky to control, it's also just less satisfying right now, as they've released very few guns and no attachments. There are some pistols that seem just as skippable as ones in PUBG, a shotgun, 2 assault rifles, that's about it. There aren't any SMGs, but that's kind of okay because since you can't aim or find scopes, the assault rifles may as well be SMGs. Now, I've only played a handful of matches so far, but I did find the current secret to winning this game. Cars. Unlike in PUBG, getting a car is essentially mandatory for victory in H1Z1. So the steps to H1Z1 victory are as follows. Step 1. Find what passes for a decent gun in this game. Step 2. Find a car. Step 3. Never get out of the car under any circumstances until there's only one other guy left. Step 4. Trick that guy into getting out of his car first. Step 5. Be really bad at trying to kill him with your car, but somehow manage to win anyway. So yeah, H1Z1 has some nice crate opening, but everything else needs a total rehaul if it plans to ever catch up to PUBG. H1Z1 is just a garbage clone trying to get on the action now that PUBG made its splash. I'll be sticking with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds for now.